Myles Garrett yesterday post-game asked about frustration of losing, always playing from behind as a defense, and having so many young guys on offense that the Browns are counting on.
No team is going to care that we have young guys. Guys around the league, young or old, are expected to make plays, and we had young guys step up and do that. But there's no expectation of you when you come in. There's less expected of you or more expected of you. The job is to win, no matter how old you are.
When you watch their pass rushers able to get after it because they have a 2 or 3 score lead, what goes through your head?
Must be nice.
Joe Thomas, I remember throughout all those many losing years, talked about just how hard it was to continuously fire himself up over and over and over again. Do you find yourself getting to that point where you have to dig even a little deeper to try to find within yourself to keep going as hard as ever?
Yeah.
Scott, I know you wrote an article about Myles. Take us through that, and you understand his frustration. At least I do.
Yeah, I do too. Now, the video of him, I don't even think it was in that clip, but there's a video of him saying it's frustrating as a defense because it's the same every week, right? We lose the same way every week, and it's offense doesn't score enough, right? That's the backdrop for this. And, it got a ton of views and a ton of comments, and there's a lot of backlash against Myles because, you took the money to stay, so you got to quit complaining. And I get it. Fans can say whatever they want. But he's here. He's trying to win. He's playing really hard. And it's difficult when you feel like a defense, and even just in general, the offense can feel the same way too, that you're just not getting any help, right? And you're not doing enough, and it's just loss after last loss, and they're difficult, and it doesn't feel that they're that close. So I think all that's bubbling up, and Myles is getting older. And we know he wanted the Super Bowl. That's why he requested the trade in the offseason in the first place, that he wants to compete for Super Bowls. And you look around, and it's not happening. It doesn't feel close to happening. So I completely get his frustration. I get the personal aspect of it. And, I asked him about watching the Steelers pass rushers there. And, you're a guy that gets judged on sacks. And, when Myles doesn't have a sack in 3 straight games, everybody writes it. And it's been 3 straight games. But there's context. And the context is the Browns are always losing. The other team can keep you off balance. The other team can get the ball. The quarterback can throw it really quick because he doesn't have to sit in the pocket and wait for plays to develop. While the exact opposite was on display yesterday with the Browns the Browns trailing, their offensive line in trouble, and the Steelers just getting after Dylan Gabriel, and it results in 6 sacks and 16 hits.